Lipinets, boy. Just know I'm a bad motherfucker with this rapping, boy. Man, I'm from the bottom of the trenches where you need to 4-5 and the bottom is extended. Okay, you know I talk it because I live it. You get paid by the hour, get paid by the minute. Shot of syringes, my niggas that catch you sipping and put you out of commission. If you cross it like a picture when I made my first million, I spent it on my niggas. I took them to my family, we was in living. Whoa.
Y'all don't like that? You know, I remember when it first came out, people was clowning it, man. Y'all cruel. Y'all even chased Danny Garcia out of rap. You know, it's rumored that he's going to fight Sergey Lipinets. Now, this is not the first time this rumor has rolled around. Remember, Sergey Lipinets had fought Mikey Garcia in the biggest fight of his career. Mikey Garcia took his title, dropped his title. Sergey Lipinets just fought this last Saturday on the undercard of Berto versus Alexander on PBC on Fox, and I did a video. Right now it's August the 7th, by the way, 2018, 3:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sergey Lipinets versus Eric Bonet was on PBC on Fox on Saturday, August the 4th, on the undercard of Berto versus Alexander, Quillen versus Jalen Love, and he fought, you know, Eric Bonet. And Dan, did they show the replay? Did I miss it? But long story short, it was a nasty fight, and he just didn't look good. And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, even looking at his body type, he can't hang at 147 pounds. You know, you talk about sacred food, one of the most sacred of meals for a guy like Danny Garcia, you know, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Jose Zito Lopez would give him issues. And dear God, let him not feed him the Spence. But in the case of Adrien Broner, who last fought against Jesse Vargas in the draw, April of this year, you would think that Adrien Broner, with his fight style, right, even though Adrien Broner's Achilles heel has been pressure fighters, guys who throw a lot of punches and crowd Adrien Broner's space is the typecast perfect boxer to beat Adrien Broner. Look at Jesse Vargas. He was trying, but Adrien Broner was giving him work. Adrien Broner was holding his ground, using his power, you know, what little power he had over Jesse Vargas. Because let's face it, Broner's power has not really carried up to 147 pounds. It's kind of questionable at 140. Yes, he got that flash knockdown against Sean Porter, but outside of that, really, he hasn't been intimidating anybody with his power. So looking at Sergey Lipinets, I'm thinking, man, Broner's going to be huge over him. And I'm sorry, not to disrespect Lipinets, but I think that Broner could probably get a stoppage against him because of his style. And maybe it's because Sergey Lipinets used to be a kickboxer, or the lack of pro experience. 14-1 with 10 KOs. Remember, their only loss has been to Mikey Garcia. And the crazy thing about all of this is majority of all of his fights are televised. He's been being televised on PBC, whether it's Fox Sports, PBC on Bounce, to Showtime. He's been being televised by them a lot, and they've been really, really trying to build him up. I was actually at his fight against Akihiro Kondo, and even then, when he won that IBF title, people were like, yeah. It's almost like they've been trying to really force him down our throats. But now it's seeming as though he's becoming a B-side, type of fighter. And also, whoever's running his Twitter is not him. He don't run his Twitter because that shit just be, he doesn't speak English. So you can't go take a gander at his Twitter. That's not him running it. If this fight was to happen, they're saying it's going to happen in November. And I'm thinking, okay, they're going to put this on the undercard of either Wilder versus Fury, or they're going to put this on the undercard of Spence versus Garcia. It's hard to see this as an individual card unless they do a Showtime and then send Broner back to Ohio for a fight. But from my understanding of how the business works and from what I've been seeing, it's looking like a fight like this is going to end up on, like the undercard. And also, we've been wondering if Adrien Broner will be able to carry a card himself, any longer anyway, because we said that if he was to lose to Jesse Vargas, many fans said that if he was to lose to Jesse Vargas, that his career would be done in regards to fans, not really supporting him anymore. But he's still a name, man. He still sells tickets. So at this time, his career is still alive. And each fight, you just hope that, he always say he's going to take it serious and everything, and he's going to change things up. If he does fight Sergey Lipinets, in order to extend his career and have people like, oh shit, I don't know, Broner looking real nice, he's got to do a job on Sergey Lipinets. And the same thing with Lipinets. If he's saying that he's real, you know, Broner, and he's supposed to be like the more fresher, better boxer, the guy they've been trying to force on us, then he's got to go out there and put on a boxing exhibition against Sergey. Against Adrien Broner. It's got to get done. Because at this point in time, what they've been trying to feed us with Sergey Lipinets, people looking at it like, this, you know, I mean, it's tolerable. It's like when you get like fucking one of them dollar sandwiches from fucking Burger King. You know, you get like the dollar crispy chicken sandwich, or, you know, you get like a McDonald's, you know, McChicken. It's a fucking $1. So it's like, yes, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna be like, all right, you know, I'm not hungry anymore. You know, I got something on my belly, but it's not going to be, like, enjoyable. You're not going to be like, yo, that shit was gooder than a motherfucker unless you high. You know? I'm not into Sergey Lipinets fights. I've watched them. I remember before I went to Wildest of Vern 2, which the undercard was Akihiro Kondu versus Sergey Lipinets. I watched these fights that were available, and I was sitting there like, yo, like, dude, I mean, I don't know. But, you know, against Broner, if he's really supposed to be good, he's got to show us something. Because in his last fight, PBC on Fox against Eric Bonet, and I keep thinking about, every time I mention that name, I think about Eric Bonet, the singer, the one that fucking lost Holly Berry. It's like, what? But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. As soon as we get some more news on this, I mean, I guess we're going to have to wait a few weeks. Because Wilder versus Fury is not even announced yet. You know, neither is Spence versus Garcia. You know, so we got some time before this gets announced, if it does happen. And it seems like a logical fight for both, looking at, you know, the landscape. And also, since we don't know what division or what weight Broner is going to be able to make, we've seen that Sergey Lipinets can fight as high as 147, so they can do something like a catch weight 144 or something like that. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.